Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. My thought for this video, and possibly a few videos after this one, is to construct a junk journal from the very beginning. Selection of papers. I have the cutest little book here. I have had it for years. And I have finally decided it's time to start using the pages in this. I love the little vintage style pictures and the botanicals that are on each page. It's a very small book, so that will add to the different sizes and layerings that we can do in our journal. This one here is in another language, and I purchased it from our local used bookstore, and it looks like this. It even has parts that are underlined with a pencil. I have no idea what it says, but the script is gorgeous, and it's a different size than the one that I showed you first. The third book I'm going to show you is also a different size. We're graduating in sizes. This book is so old and tattered, it's coming apart. But I really like it because it has numbers and it's different. I thought I could use a few guest checks that I've coffee dyed. And here are some of the pages that I have torn out, getting ready to use. I also selected some digitals. They're not from any specific creator. This is the cover that I made for my little journal, and I made a 1/4 of an inch spine, and it was simply a piece of cardstock. This is a piece of cardstock that I have handy to show you. And I folded over the two corners to make a type of an envelope flap. So basically, it's kind of like a faux envelope. And then I cut the sides off to fit my pages. I lined the inside. And so now this is what I'm going to use for my cover. As you can see, my pages are not really even at all. And they're definitely different sizes. I folded some back to make some tuck spots. I folded some over so that we can have a top-loading pocket. This is the book page that has those beautiful drawings. Another top-loading pocket here. I have not glued anything in place yet. I'm just trying to figure out where I want my pages to go. What order do I want my pages to be? Here's how I'm going to be putting in my book page. I'm going to glue it onto a flap. I folded my paper so that I have an inch flap on the side where I can sew it into my signature. Then I'll be able to glue my book page onto that flap. You can choose as many pages as you want. There's no set number of pages. There's no set number of book pages, digital papers, paper pad papers. There are no rules in this art form, not one single rule. Make up your own rules as you go. I have 25 pages here, including the back cover. Your journal does not have to be complicated. Your cover does not have to be complicated. Add as many pages as you want. You don't have to have as many as I do. I think what I want to do right now is work on the cover. I selected a few pieces to go with the front of my journal. I want to make a separate piece, like a journal topper, to set on top of this flap right here, which is basically the cover of my journal. I have a little piece of decorative print. I have a piece of doily, some fabric, a guest check, and some cardstock. Oh, and I also have these little pieces of decorative trim. I'm going to mount my guest check onto my cardstock so it's firm. All right, let's talk about layering things up. I took my guest check and I glued it onto a piece of coffee dyed cardstock. I tore the sides, it's not even, okay? And I sewed around the guest check, and I'm thinking I wanted something like this. I have that torn piece of doily. I took the fabric and I backed it on some cardstock and I sewed around a few times. I frayed the edges, and I'm thinking maybe something like this. And here's that decorative print. I sewed around the edge of that too. And then I made a little sari silk ruffle. And I'm thinking maybe something like this. Just to start, just for a starting point. Then I can always go back and I can add certain elements and layer it up even more. So I'm going to glue this in place, something like this. All right, this is how it's turning out so far. Now, I have not glued this on, and I'm not going to because I want to put the closure on underneath this. We'll just set this aside, and we can add our buttons or some bling, or possibly a little bit more of the sari silk, possibly around the edge. It's a work in progress. Let's move on to the inside. What I think I'd like to do here is create a couple of pieces of ephemera that we can pop into our journal. As you notice, I have not sewn these pages into the cover as of yet. So let's work on a couple of pieces of ephemera to decorate it. All right, so I decided that we could make us a faux postcard using an envelope. So what I'd like to do first is, I think I want to take this apart, which is quite easy since I coffee dyed it. And I want to line this part of my envelope right here. I just need to pick out what paper I want to line this with. I made a little faux stamp. I thought I'd use a birdie and pop it right inside. I hope it works. I used the same fabric as we used when we made our journal cover. I've been sitting here playing. I lined the envelope with some real pretty paper. I sewed around the outside of my envelope. I did not sew the flap. I tried out my stamp here. This is my stamp. And I tried it on just some bright white paper. I thought maybe that's what I want to do. Use that like this. So this is like, we're out here doing something totally different. The style's different, everything's different. I made that little faux postcard. I have a little scrap of lace. I thought I could pop on there either up here or down here, or maybe both. Let's try the bird on our little, it's gonna fit. Now whether it's gonna show up or work, I don't know. I do know my black StazOn has dried out, so this is saddle brown. Give it a go. Oh, it's pretty cute. Well, that just worked out really cute. Okay, so we can pop that on there. I think I'd like to ink this up and maybe even sew around the edge a little bit. All right, so let me do that. All right, so let's get this glued down. I think I want my postcard to be maybe like this. I think I want my stamp to be here like this maybe. I think so. So this needs to be glued down first. All right, so I have it all glued on, and I looked and I don't know, I probably have some more of this, but I can't find it. And I have enough of this if I want to put a little bit on the top and then maybe a little on the bottom. I think that's what I want to do. Maybe just 3 here. Maybe 4 over here. Usually it's the other way, like the 4's down here and the 3's up there, but I think it fits better this way. Oh, I think that is super cute. Now, I need to go ahead and glue it back together. So let's see where we can put this in our little journal. This is going to be a large top-loading pocket. And I think maybe if we just paper clip it right onto that page. Oh, that's so cute. I'm just going to use a big one for now because we're still, just started in this journal. I'd like to know, do you like this type of video where we just start from scratch and we just add different pieces of ephemera and make as we go? Let me know in the comments if you do, and we will continue on this journey together. I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.